Welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Minute, your source of internet marketing inspiration.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Minute. I'm your host, John Henson, and this week is Video Week. We are going deep into the video marketing strategies that you should be considering for your firm, and we're starting with just broadly talking about the strategy. And there are two kind of primary strategies that we see in videos for law firms. One is the big, really cinematic, dramatic, a lot of slow motion walking, got some client testimonials in the background, an interview, voiceovers, B-roll from your city, all that kind of stuff. It's typically known as a brand video. You're talking about, your firm's why you're doing this, why you're passionate about it, all that kind of stuff. Crisp is one of the bigger companies out there that does that. We love Crisp. We're good friends with Mike Mogul, and really love the work that they do. That's one way to do it. If you have the budget for it, looks great on your website. It's a good piece. Go for it. But that's only going to get your video strategy so far. The thing that's going to get you the extra mileage, things that you can use over and over and over again on different platforms, different mediums, whatever it is, you should have a library of FAQ videos, right? Think about all of the questions that you get related to your practice area. And think about just if someone walked up to you on the street and asked you, what do I need to do in order to get divorced in whatever state you're in? What's the difference between an S Corp and a C Corp for a business? I just got a letter from the IRS and they are auditing my tax return. What do I need to do right now? Stuff like that. And think about how you would respond to that person on the street. You probably would give them like a 45 to 90-second answer. You're not going to talk for 20 minutes about it. You're just going to give them a pretty basic surface level answer. And that's really valuable. That, it demonstrates your expertise. It provides just the right amount of information that people need and want to get without getting too deep into the weeds. People's attention spans, we talk about that. We talk, to me, at least, there's a little bit of irony in that we talk about how you need to do all of this content. And at the same time, we talk about how short people's attention spans are. But that's why, in a weird sort of way, you need to do all of this content, short content, because people are just going through it. They are mowing through it. They're not going to sit through a 1,500 word blog article or a 5, 10, 20-minute video on that. Podcasting is a little different. We'll talk about that next week as we wrap up this series, but it really does provide a ton of value. At the same time, one of the things, at least for me, and I hear this from other consumers, is that lawyers are intimidating. Just naturally, just the nature of the profession. There are probably certain lawyers who perpetuate that sort of reputation, just that aggressive bulldog mentality. For at least for me, the biggest one when I was growing up was James Scott Farron. Just everyone on his commercials was just so stern and intense. And I was just like, oh God, all lawyers must be that way. And they're not. This, I know this now, but a lot of people may not. A lot of people may still feel like lawyers are very intimidating people. So having a video strategy where you're showing your face, you're speaking to them, they can see your mannerisms, hear your voice, whatever it is, it's really going to break down those barriers. They're going to make that connection with you on a psychological level. Like, hey, this is just a person. They're just like me, but they can help me overcome this issue. And that's great. And so you build that trust with people a lot more quickly than maybe a firm that doesn't have these kinds of videos. So just something small there to consider, though, when you are building out your strategy. The most important thing, though, is that you have this library of frequently asked questions that you have answered, that you're demonstrating your expertise with. So again, like I said, two different strategies to pursue there. If you can do both, great. But the foundational piece, I believe, really is the FAQ style videos. Shoot 12, 15 at a time. You can do that once a year, and knock that out in half a day. And so, have those on your website. You can use them as social media content, use them for content in your email newsletters, and it really will help you get some extra mileage and really help your overall content strategy work so much better. So, we're also going to talk about just some future implications of that. Um, and also just kind of how to set them up, how to make them look, all that kind of stuff. And that kind of goes hand in hand with how we wrapped up last week, and just that content is going in this direction more and more. So if you don't have a video strategy now, the more you wait, the more you risk falling farther and farther behind where all of this is going. So looking forward to wrapping up this week and covering a bunch of different stuff within video, and hope you stick around. Hope you enjoy it. That's going to do it today. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks for joining us. Please visit lawfirmmarketingminute.com for more information. We'll see you next time.